Hi, I'm Eric Heiden. Daystar is owned and operated by off-road enthusiasts. And one of those off-road enthusiasts is Trent McGee. Trent, let's start off by talking a little bit about Daystar's Jeep-specific products.
Well, Daystar's been manufacturing a wide variety of products for Jeep from 1941 to present. But of course, the hottest platform right now is the 2007 and newer JK.
Absolutely.
Now, this JK behind us is equipped with Daystar's 1.75" lift. Now, it consists of the parts you see here. We have coil spring spacers that are positioned above the front and rear coil springs. And out back,
what do these guys do?
we've got these anti-sway bar brackets that lower the sway bar at the frame ever so slightly. Now, the nice thing about a relatively small amount of lift is that you don't have to address a lot of items that you would with a taller lift system. Stuff like steering geometry, track bar angles, driveline angles, and so on, all remain within factory specifications.
Maybe we can get a better idea of what your suspension components look like by getting this up in the air.
Well, let's do it.
Well, judging by the initial looks, it doesn't appear that a whole lot's changed in this front suspension.
That's correct, and simplicity is what we're all about. Now, as with all of our lift and leveling kits, we're working within the factory suspension parameters. So, with an 1.75" kit, you're not talking about a lot of changes or complexity. Now, as you can see here, our coil spring spacers are positioned on top of the factory coil springs, and they are what provides the actual lift. Because we are retaining the factory coil spring, factory ride quality is also maintained. Now, this is an important point to bring out to anybody that's concerned about stiffening the ride on this Jeep.
So you supply spacers for the front and the back for a complete kit, but there are also part numbers that sell front and rear components separately. The front and rear only components are a good choice if someone has added a significant amount of weight to the Jeep, such as a heavy-duty bumper or a heavy winch. And aside from the 1.75" spacers, Daystar also has 3/4 inch tall spacers for this purpose as well. Any way you slice it, the Daystar kits are very affordably priced, and they're a good choice for a customer on a budget as well. Walk us through the basic installation here.
Well, our kits include a detailed instruction manual, but really all you need to do in this case is take the shocks loose from the axle and also remove the anti-sway bar links. Then lower the front suspension down enough to install the spacers on top of the factory coil springs. Then you just raise everything back up to seat the coil spring spacers in place. Now, it's the same basic deal out back, but in addition, there are some spacer plates that need to be installed between the sway bar and the frame. This spaces the bar down slightly so that it'll work with the 1.75" kit.
So, bottom line, how big of a tire can we put on this kit?
Now, with just the 1.75" lift kit, you can clear up to a 33-inch tall tire. But if you want to take it to the next level, you can actually combine our 1.75" kit with our 1-inch body lift, which we'll talk about in just a minute. Now, when you combine the 1.75" lift and the 1-inch body lift, you can clear a 35-inch tall tire. And that is plenty for moderate to hard off-road use.